Hey everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on many different cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about Bitcoin. Now, looking at Bitcoin here on the 4-hour chart, what we got going on is that we just had some volatility with Bitcoin as the stock market had opened. We had seen the price of Bitcoin fall down to around $18,700, a little bit lower than that. But then we quickly saw a pump that had happened afterwards. And now we have Bitcoin back up to the price of around $19,150. So it's attempting to try to get through a Fibonacci level that's at the price of around $19,220, and this is all creating a little bit of a resistance at this Fibonacci level. But if we're able to get through it, more than likely we'll be able to see some of these larger candlesticks as we do end up pumping through it. So at the moment, that's what we're currently seeing as some resistance, but crossing our fingers here that maybe we'll be able to see Bitcoin power through this and hopefully start moving upwards. Now, we're also seeing Bitcoin create a little bit more distance between itself and this falling wedge pattern that it had just recently broken out of, but this volatility has been keeping the price of Bitcoin trending lower and lower and kind of just following along the outside of this wedge. So we kind of just say it's still officially not really broken out of the wedge, but as what we can see here is that Bitcoin is now creating some more distance at the moment. And this is another big thing to really be paying attention to, as we could be seeing some pretty decent sized price pumps going on. So some people still say the price of Bitcoin has not seen the bottom yet. And I'm still a pretty strong believer that Bitcoin did see the bottom back in June. So looking at our Fibonacci levels that we're using right now, going from that 52-week low with Bitcoin where the price was around $17,600 in the middle of June. And then we're using this first wave here that took Bitcoin up to the price of above $25,000 in the middle of August. So currently we're at our 786 Fibonacci level right now. That's what we're working on trying to break through. And the key prices level is $19,220. So that's where we're at, where we're trying to get through. Now, there's some just other key prices here that we need to be working our way up. Of course, the 618 Fibonacci level and that 50% Fibonacci level are very key. But of course, we want to just go back and completely retrace where our wave one is and going above the price of $26,000 with Bitcoin, and hopefully taking Bitcoin all the way up to a price that's above $30,000 would be ideal. That would just take us back to where this mess was here, where within Bitcoin's fifth wave to the downside, that it did find a little bit of support as it was doing such. And that's where I expect that we're going to be seeing a pretty decent amount of resistance. But at the same time, we can end up just stretching this third wave out a bit. It's calling that just a continuation where this third wave can actually take Bitcoin all the way up to a price around $48,000 is another possibility. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. And then as far as where our fourth and fifth wave would be, who knows? I mean, Bitcoin could go back through 2023 and just work on completely just retracing its all-time highs within its fifth wave. But of course, no certainty yet if we've even started our third wave yet, because what I'm saying so far is that date that the CPI data had come out on Thursday, October 13th, that day was where we had seen a decent sized price dip with Bitcoin and then a quick correction within that same day. So I was calling that the end of the wave two from at least what we have so far here on the technicals. We haven't seen Bitcoin go lower than that price, and so far we've seen a pretty decent sized price increase. So as far as everything that we're seeing right now at the moment, especially this more recent volatility where Bitcoin could have fallen lower and could have fallen below where it was, at where I'm calling that wave two. So, I mean, of course, we could stretch that wave two out even more if the price was going to fall, but it hasn't done so yet. So the technicals are saying that we could possibly be within the wave three. So that's just what I'm going off of. Now, as far as what we're seeing though, within this, if we were to call this right now, our A wave here, this being our B wave. So things are kind of changing around here on the technicals because of this recent price dip here. So what we'll see now is that hopefully we'll have a C corrective wave taking Bitcoin up a bit more, and hopefully, smashing through some Fibonacci levels, because we have some other key prices to be paying attention to: our 20-day moving average and our 50-day moving average. So if that was to happen, if we were to look at where our 50-day moving average is right now, well, that's going to line us up pretty much at a price of around $19,800 or so is where we would need to be breaking through to achieve that. And really, a lot of this resistance that we're seeing at this Fibonacci level is also where our 20-day moving average is. So keep that in mind as well. We have a couple things to be breaking through here as we work our way up. But if we were to get to that 50% Fibonacci level, where Bitcoin's price would be at around $21,400 or so, that's also where our 100-day moving average is. And this would also take us this would also give us more certainty about our exit here from this falling wedge pattern that Bitcoin has been in for quite some time, since its all-time high back in November, and how it had come down within these 5 waves. So if that's the case, then we could probably be seeing some pretty nice price movements. So like I said, this third wave, we could even see it go as high as $48,000, which would be absolutely amazing to achieve. Now, we also saw a good amount of extra volatility on this day due to the options expiring. So if this did create that wave B, as we made our adjustments here, if we are within that wave C, this could be that possibility here that we'll start seeing Bitcoin hopefully start to show some sort of turnaround, as it really needs to break through that $20,000 price. It needs to get through that, that 20 and that 50-day moving average, and then get back up to that 50% Fibonacci level of just retracing a lot of this stuff. And I think from that point, we'll probably see Bitcoin just looking a lot better, if that is how this is going to play out. So if we can say that we had an ABC type wave here within this a new third wave that we're kicking off on, and that C wave does take us above where we had our wave 4 on the as the price of Bitcoin was going down, it's just going to look even better. So that's currently what we got going on with Bitcoin at this moment. I'm going to pan out here and take us to this other Bitcoin chart real quick, as we can see this falling wedge pattern that we're working on, trying to distance ourselves from right now. How is this looking as far as the whole bull market goes? So that you can see the bull market support band here, and it's been within this falling wedge the whole time. And we can see that that now, with all the sideways trading that we're seeing, and the price of Bitcoin not really being too volatile, the bull market support band currently is at the price of around $21,600 or so to get inside of it, and to get on the other side of that is at the price of around $24,000. So if Bitcoin was able to start making some price pumps and start breaking through these different moving averages and work its way up here, we may be able to see some decent sized price moves with Bitcoin, and that would just be that more guarantee that we need. Anyways, that's the process that we're working on with Bitcoin. I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin. I'm still accumulating Bitcoin at this moment as well, and I do not expect to make to take any profits anytime soon until we have some much larger price movements within it. So anyways, that's the news for now for Bitcoin. I'm going to go ahead and jump on the next cryptocurrency to talk about. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, listening.